Hi everybody, I'm Ed Victor and you are watching The Voice of Victor, the show that gives you all the information you want to know about the voiceover industry, but didn't really need to ask. Anyway, we are up to episode number 8. So what do you do for episode number 8? Well, you do a best of the last 7 shows. That's what you do. That's right. Me and the producers, well, we went back and watched the last 7 episodes of The Voice of Victor, picked out the tastiest bits and put together a best of show for episode number 8. And of course, we are always brought to you by Auralex. If there's something you need for your studio, soundproofing, sound deadening, accessories, whatever, go to www.auralex.com. That's auralex.com. All right, on with the show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 8, which is the best of the last 7 shows.
We're just about ready to take our road trip. One bag of clothes and one bag of gear. All right, let's hit it. Well, we've just arrived at the happiest place on earth. It ain't Disney. It's the Four Seasons, baby.
Okay, and here we are at the fabulous Four Seasons in Orlando. This is our room. And wouldn't you know it, I have work to do. So, nice room. Okay, so since I have work to do and things to get to, the first thing I do is I always close the curtains just to deaden the sound in the room. All right, the next thing you want to do is be sure that the thermostat is on off. And right now it's at 72 and there's an on-off switch. So let's turn it off. I don't know if you can hear the air. Go to the bathroom, grab yourself a towel, okay? As you can see, the surface of this is glass. It may be wood or some other material, but what you want to do is you want to put your towel down as a base. That's going to help any audio signals to bounce up into the microphone. It'll help deaden the sound, okay? Now, into the bag, the magic bag of tricks. All right, so the very first thing is, the base is, I use a MacBook Air running Pro Tools 11, okay? So that's the first thing. Next, you need an audio interface. The one I'm using today is Focusrite Scarlett 212. It's super simple. It's got 2 inputs. About 159 bucks. Super portable. Keep it simple, it's all you need. Okay. Next. And this is key. This is the microphone. I use a Sennheiser 416 shotgun. This is the one actually out of my studio. And the reason I bring this one and not another one is because oftentimes clients have changes. Things I recorded in my studio need to match what I'm going to record on the road. So, boom, 416 shotgun. Portable mic stand, right? Simple, easy. It does the job. I don't know, 15 bucks. Right? Now, the next thing is key. This is the Auralex mud guard, because it looks like a mud flap from a truck, right? And this is great. This is actually designed to go on a microphone stand. I did bring a microphone stand, a full-size microphone stand, but I prefer to put it on the desktop. If you're running Pro Tools, make sure you don't forget your iLock or you're going to be eye-screwed. You can't run Pro Tools without the iLock, okay? Your license is on here. So make sure you bring your iLock. I forgot it once and it was devastating. I couldn't record. And iLock goes right in the USB port here. And let's see. Pro Tools. We open a session. Bingo, and we are ready to record. Once you see that, all is well. Don't forget to bring your headphones. These are the ones from my studio. You've got to monitor, what you're doing. So we are ready to record. So without further ado, let's contact Marc Graue in Burbank and let's hook up. Okay, everybody, this is awesome. I'm here right now with Marc Graue out in Burbank. Hi, Marc, how are you?
Hi, Ed. How you doing, buddy?
It's good. We haven't talked since we had one beer at Smokehouse.
Yeah, in Burbank. Yeah, that's been a while, huh? Okay.
Anyway, it's great that you're here on our show, The Voice of Victor. You are our very first guest, so thank you for doing that.
It's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay, cool, man. So, all right, so video games, you've done, is there a favorite character? I know you do bad guys.
Mr. Zircon is a really fun character from Ratchet and Clank, and that's got, people have shirts made up with the sayings that he says and all that kind of stuff, which is interesting. Probably the most infamous game that I've done is Hotel Mario.
Oh, Hotel Mario. Okay.
That was the first video game I did. In fact, this was so long ago. It was done for the Philips Corporation. It was done on a CD-ROM. And it was actually voted one of the, I think, top 10 worst video games ever in the history of video games. So that's been this. And if you look online, put in Hotel, it's amazing how it's found this entirely new life with people taking my voice tracks and putting porn to it, cartoons to it, anything else you can find to it. It's like a little strange.
All right, so video games keep you busy. Let's switch gears for a minute and let's talk about you're narrating Alaska State Troopers. On National Geographic.
I just did four shows yesterday. That in this business, people assume like, hey man, I can just do this. And it's like, that's great, but get some training so you know the ins and outs, you know the trick. There's like some really great tricks for auditioning that really do work, and people go, I don't need that. And it's like, that's great, but it's like, doing, and there's nothing wrong, doing, explainer videos and doing corporate videos and stuff. That's great. That's great. It's bread and butter. It's but if, that is a very different level than if you're doing,
right,
major, a national campaign, a big animated series, a large video game. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying, but, find yourself a coach that's well-rounded and all that knows what they're talking. I'm just amazed sometimes that, I've been studying with, Biff Tinklewad in New Mexico. You don't know him?
Come on, you don't know Biff Tinklewad.
I know, and it's kind of like, I'm sorry, man. It's like, well, obviously you're not all that, all right. Okay.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Biff Tinklewad. Oh, that's a good name for a coach. Anyway, we're glad to have you on the show, and you look wonderful. How you holding up with the coronavirus stuff? You guys staying safe?
Doing our best. Playing a lot of Mexican Train. Playing a lot.
In your opinion, what exactly is voice coaching?
Voice coaching to me is the ability to share the information with the talent on the process of mic technique, breathing techniques, breaking down scripts, understanding the personalities that go into your storytelling. You are a storyteller as a voice actor. You are a storyteller, and that is what's really important to understand. It's not just words on a page when you're telling a story. It's creating that story from your heart, from your honesty, believable and knowledgeable.
Right.
So it's not just I can read a line. It's how do I feel about this? How do I connect to this? Whose point of view am I taking? All these things come in, and what is really important is for each person to find their own style, their own voice.
Oh, I'm sorry, we missed one. This should voice actors teach? That was one of them. And you have an opinion.
So I do have an opinion.
I want to hear this one, please, because I don't want to teach.
I bet you would be a good teacher, but I appreciate that.
Not happening.
There are some people who are amazing talent and outstanding teachers. Okay.
Okay.
Because they understand what they do and how they do it. They understand the process of their field, and they are able to work with other talent and let them understand the process and find their own way. There are others who may have been doing fine. Now all of a sudden their stuff isn't going so well, they hang the shingle.
Sure.
And they're doing what they know, but what they know isn't working. Instead of doing that, they should be maybe freshening up their own stuff and reinventing and restarting.
I guess the thing about being an actor for a living, which is what I've done most of my career before becoming a voice agent as well, is that you're used to being out of a job constantly. So
sure.
This feels normal to me.
Anyway, I wanted to share with our audience your background, because it's quite interesting how you started out, I guess at UCLA, yeah, in acting.
I did. Well, I came from the theater, so I took it seriously in that in that respect, and studied theater and acting, and I did go to UCLA. I got a degree in it and everything.
The internet, how has it changed things in the business from your perspective? I mean, as far as competition, I mean, there's so many websites out there, the Voice 123 and Voice.com and this and that and the other thing. What's your opinion?
My opinion is that those voice websites alone, in particular Voices.com, changed the industry forever.
Yeah.
And on one hand, I wish I'd thought of it.
Yeah, right.
Because the owners of those websites are making bank.
Yeah.
As a voice actor, when those websites first came around, it was my agent who said, "Hey, there's these new websites, and it would give you a lot more opportunity." And I thought, this is a boon. This is great. And it was, or seemed to be, a lot more opportunity.
Yeah, way back when, huh?
Right. But then what it did, or seemed to, from this voice actor's point of view, is it flooded the market, and anyone and everyone who ever wanted to do voiceover, decided to do this as well. I think from an agent standpoint, and again, when I say from an agent standpoint, as a voice actor who has had agents for so long, I think of it as a voice actor standpoint, even when I say a voice agent standpoint, because we're in it together.
Absolutely.
The rates have absolutely been affected,
crumbled, by
these websites. It's supply and demand. And so I can cry about it as an agent or an actor, but that's not going to get me any work. That's not going to get me the work either. It is what it is. Someone built a better mousetrap.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to decide for yourself as a voice actor, are these rates worth it to me? But what I fear as a voice agent is that the rates steadily have declined, rates that took decades for the unions
Yep.
and the agents to get to where they were, so that a voice actor could make his or her living doing this stuff, because booking the job is so hard to do. So
about how many submissions are you getting from people who want you to represent them a week?
I would say it's probably somewhere around a dozen, and maybe less, because I'm a Colorado agent,
right?
Versus surely maybe larger markets. But that's the irony, is that my market is not Colorado mostly anymore.
No,
even the same Colorado ad agencies and production companies that I've worked with as an actor for 20 years, they're going to Voices.com, or they're putting it out through casting sites. That we all use, that are national casting sites or international casting sites, and I'm vying against New York agents and LA agents for the same jobs, which is great for me and my talent. But yeah, I don't know how much other agents get, but I get probably, say, a dozen submissions
a week. Okay.
And I would say of that dozen, at least half are viable talent.
Okay, And we're here right now, and we are talking with my old friend Sumali Montano. Sumali, thank you for joining us today. I'm so happy that you're here on the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
How's everything in Los Angeles doing? Okay?
Oh, going through this pandemic, and
The family's good? Everybody's
Yeah.
healthy? I hope.
yeah, everyone's
You're
healthy.
doing a whole lot of TV shows. I know. I've been seeing you on all the shows like Grey's Anatomy and Us. What is it? This Is Us. But as far as voice work goes, because this is a voiceover show, what are some of the characters? Now, you do a lot of animation in video games. People are going to recognize you from...
I think, well, you said video games last. Star Wars Fallen Jedi is out now, and I play a character named Mari Kosan. So people might know me from that. Let's see, what else is out? Animation-wise, I'm in the Casa Grandes, which airs on Nickelodeon, which is the spinoff of the Loud House. Say again?
I said what character, but you were in the Loud House prior to that.
Yeah, so the Loud House, the main character of the Loud House is a little boy named Lincoln, and Lincoln's best friend is a girl named Ronnie Ann, and I play Ronnie Ann's mom. And so Ronnie Ann and her whole family got its own spinoff, and we've just it's an amazing show. It's so close to my heart. The cast has become such dear family to me. And yeah, we just love it. My son watches it. We love it. Oh, I wanted to mention Star Wars Resistance.
Okay.
It's I believe it's on Disney Plus right now. It was on Disney XD before, but I play Agent Tierney, so I play one of the bad guys, and that's been an amazing experience.
And do you feel that as a female voice actress, actor, harder, easier, same? I mean, as far as equality goes, as far as getting the work, what's your opinion?
I think it's challenging for anyone in this business. It's not an easy business. We were talking about that earlier. But I do think that it is harder for women because there just aren't as many opportunities.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. Things are changing, but I think there just aren't. There are still more castings available for men than women.
Right. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're here on the show today. Thanks for taking the time out of your day.
Oh, you're very welcome, brother. How are you?
I've been great. How have you been? How's things in Indiana?
Well, they're not so bad, really. I mean, we're all hunkered down in a secure location with Dick Cheney right now and hope this funk blows over. But, hey, we're, knock on wood, we are happy and healthy, and Auralex is actually doing pretty well right now.
What led you to start Auralex?
Okay.
And so at age 17, I'm in radio already. And I thought, well, if these rich guys say they can't afford to treat the studio, then somebody's got to do something about it.
Right.
And so that's when it started. And, I've given you a photo, which I imagine you'll bring up, of the one-car garage where I started the company in 1977. One bare light bulb, no telephone, no heat.
Wow.
We've come a long way.
What was the first product that you developed?
Well, the easy one in the beginning, because it's very expensive to produce acoustical foam, and I say acoustical foam because there's a great difference between acoustical foam and the stuff we sleep on with a mattress topper and all that stuff. But in the beginning, the cheap way for me to get into it was to introduce the mattress pad cut, what we call the egg crate cut,
right?
Because people already had the ability to produce that shape. And so that was really the first one. That didn't last very long because quickly, I remember running my first ad, and in the first week after the first ad came out in Mix Magazine or wherever it was, I got the U.S. government, Martin Marietta, Ford Motor Company, Bell Laboratories, and somebody else. And I'm like, ding, 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 I think we've got a winner.
That's incredible.
And so pretty soon, right after that, then we started getting into all of the trademark, service profiles that we're known for and all that stuff. The first product I introduced was actually 2-inch studio foam wedges, which to this day are our biggest selling product.
I think that's...
Yeah, I think I might see some there. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little bit of it.
How many products are you up to now?
Oh, my golly. Literally, we have thousands of SKUs because, we got different colors of everything.
Sure.
We have different sizes. We have 1 foot by 1 foot, 2 by 2, 16-inch by 48-inch. The list is just literally interminable. It's all about pure sound. I mean, one of our trademarks we've had forever is one true sound. It's not my version of Ed's voice. It's not my version of Don LaFontaine's voice or James Taylor's guitar. It's, I want to help you and him and everyone else, Taylor Swift, you name it, everybody, Lady Gaga. I want to help them sound like them. So that's where one true sound comes from, and that's what you can do for pretty low dough, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Depends how far you want to go or how big your...
Well, yeah, I mean, we do multi-million-dollar projects, but we also have products you can buy for $30,
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on our show today. So anyway, I was going to say, where's John? Is he busy?
Yeah, he's busy programming and coding some things that I designed.
There he is.
Coffee.
Good morning.
There you are. Hi, John. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
How's everything in Buffalo? I thought maybe you were out shoveling snow.
We will be, probably. The lake is like a mile that way, a mile and a half. So we'll see what we have to bear.
I mean, it's safe to say then that you do specialize in voiceover websites. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, that is probably the majority of our work. We have a couple other, avenues that we are well known in, but yeah, voiceover websites are a lot of what we do, more than half.
Well, that's great. So it's kind of a bread and butter for you. And you've been doing it for, 15 years now?
About that.
What would you say for a basic website for a voice actor? Describe to me the pages that are required.
Well, some people want a traditional multiple page website, and we really recommend that for like our clients that do both on camera and voice acting because it separates them. But if you want to know just the really basic essentials, I would say there's 3 things. And a lot of times we do a single page scrolling site, especially for people that are just getting started because they're mobile friendly and they expand and contract to any device they're being viewed on.
Okay.
And people can just easily scroll from one section to another. So the 3 sections that I would say are absolutely the bare minimum would be a main landing screen with your name, obviously, what you do, hopefully in Google readable fonts, so for SEO purposes, and just something to brand it, to establish a look, to have some personality to it.
So it's the first thing, the landing page is super important, that brands you with your personality, correct?
I think so. There are some other schools of thought out there where they think that the demos should be on the main landing screen.
Okay.
And I understand where they're coming from, but we feel it as long as everything's easy to find and you're on your phone and you just one scroll away, you get to the demos, that's easy enough.
Got it. And to reference my own site, because it's evolved over the years since we started, I've found that, and the way that you've created my site is it shows my picture, then it automatically sweeps up to the demo page. I mean, it's...
Right. We have a listen now button that's there. Yeah.
Which is, to me, that's what people want. Okay, let me hear you now. And that's, what other pages are essential? So you've got your landing page, then you've got your demo page. What about a video page? Is that something that a lot of people are doing now?
Yeah, a lot. If they've been doing it for a little while and they have videos, we definitely add a video player that the one that you have that's hooked up to YouTube.
Yeah.
Where you just add a video to the playlist and automatically updates the website is one that we use for people a lot, and pretty much anyone can use that.
Okay, and then after a video page, a contact page is essential. What about a bio page? Is that important?
It's good for SEO to have a bio.
Okay.
I was going to say, can you tell me about, I know we're hopping around because there's so much information. SEO, what are we talking about here?
SEO is search engine optimization, and that is the ability to be found in Google or Yahoo or any of the search engines.
Okay.
You know where to find me, biondostudio.com, if anyone wants to go and
I was going to say, how does somebody get a hold of you? It's Biondo Studio, no.com.
Right.
And that's going to wrap it up. Put a nice little bow on episode number 8, the best of the best of the last 7 shows. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it for you. And don't forget, make sure you subscribe to The Voice of Victor here on the YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you soon.